Today I'm going to show you how to create a logo and banner for your Etsy shop that will show off your amazing business, all using a free software called Canva. Before we get started, we just need to know the size of our shop banner that we want to create. Now you can have two sizes. You can either have a big banner, which is my personal preference, or you can have the mini banner. And here it is the size, which is 3,360 pixels by 840 pixels. Now that's the size that they recommend for optimal performance. They have a minimum size, but you should always go with the bigger one. Now for the mini banner, if you did want to choose that one, it is 1200 pixels by 160 pixels. And now for a shop icon, we want 500 pixels by 500 pixels. And so that's this image here, which will be displayed by your shop name. Now with your shop banner, it's a really good opportunity to show off the personality of your business. So I've got a few shops here which I think have done it really well. So my first example here is Catherine Do Art. And you can tell straight away from her banner that she does really fun illustrations. So the next one up we have is a complete contrast, and you can tell that this one here is really minimalist, and you can tell that by their shop listings. They do really minimalist planners. My next example here is you can see that they have their logo in the middle and they have a planner on the side, so you can see their branding as well as exactly what they do, and they even have an offer. Next we have this one here, and they just do a good job just illustrating what they sell. And another example here, which she's just used photos to illustrate what she sells. Here you can instantly tell what they sell. Now this shop here has just used words to show what they sell. Now if you have Etsy Plus, I think it is, you can pay a monthly fee and you can get this feature where you have a scrollable banner, so you can just add multiple banners to your shop. And finally we have this one here, which is super cute. It just shows the photos of what they sell as well as a cute pattern in the middle. So now that we've got a few ideas of what we want to create, we can jump into Canva. So if you don't already have an account, you can create one. You can use the free ones. I have a paid one just because I tried the free trial and I really liked it, so I kept going. You do get a free month trial. I can add a link to that down below. There's just a few more features you can use. You can use more of their illustrations and more of their fonts, and I've just found it really handy. So first of all, I'm going to create a shop banner. So I'm going to create a design. Now you can search Etsy and it will come up with a shop cover and a shop icon. Now if you click on them, it'll show you the sizes here. So it'll be 1200 by 300, which is actually the minimum size that was recommended by Etsy. So we don't actually want this size, we actually want to go bigger than that. We want to use the full size that was recommended. So we are going to create a custom size. So we are going to go back here for the sizes. Okay, so we have 3,360 pixels by 840 pixels. So that's what we're going to create, and we're going to create, and it's by pixels. So you can also do by inches, millimeters, or centimeters. Okay, so on the side here, it's going to show you a bunch of templates that you can use. So you can use these just to add your own shop details in there. If you search Etsy, it'll give you some more ideas that will probably work a little bit better with your shop. On the right hand bottom corner, it tells you if it's a pro template or a free template. So a lot of these top ones here are pro, but if you scroll down a bit, you can get some free templates which you can just use. Now if you wanted to, you can just change the details and drop in your own photos. So say you had t-shirts. You had a photo of a t-shirt and you can just drop it in depending on what you sell, and you can just change all the text and delete anything you may not want, and you can create it that way. But I want to create one completely from scratch, and so I'm just going to add a new page. I want the color to be white. Okay, so my new shop that I'm creating is called Kiwi Templates. I am going to do a trial to see how well templates sell on Etsy, but I don't already have a logo. So I am going to create one using text from Canva. So I'm just going to write Kiwi and add another one in templates. Now just make it a bit bigger. Okay, so I'm just going to have a little play with the text and get it the way I want. So I want this to be a script font. One really cool thing about the Pro version of Canva is that you can upload fonts. So this font here is called the Ray, and it's one of my uploaded fonts. So here is a bunch of fonts that I've uploaded. Canva have a bunch of fonts available. You can tell if it's a Pro font here by the little crown or a standard font. But there is so many fonts and it will give you a ton of options. But I just liked the uploaded one, so that's what I went with. So another cool thing that you can do is to create branding colors. So here I'm going to use colors which I've already uploaded to Canva. So I've already uploaded this Kiwi template and I've chosen the colors that I want to go with this brand. So it's created this little palette here. That's another Pro feature, unfortunately, but if you do know the color you want, you can just get the code for it, and you can just type it in this type box here and it will bring up that color. Okay, so I want this to be quite a fun branding, so I'm going to just change the colors of this individually. So I also want to have an outline around this, so you can go into the text and push effects and create an outline, but I don't want to do it that way. So what I'm going to do, Command Z that, and I'm going to duplicate the layer by pushing Command D, and so it's created another layer on top. And so this layer here, I am going to just create a hollow font, and I'm going to make it a little bit thinner, maybe that thick, and I want to change the color to black. I want it to be off but a little bit close because I just want this to be kind of fun branding. So just going to push the arrows. So I kind of like that, and I just want to give this a little bit of an angle there. So I really like banners which show you what you sell in your shop, but I'm creating templates and I haven't created them yet, so I am going to use some stock photos. So if I go here in elements, and I'm just going to click desk, and I want to choose a photo. And so I'm just going to have a little bit of a play here. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is add a grid. So here now, if I add a photo on top of this, it'll just snap into place. So I am going to now look back at my desk photos. And I want photos. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a play here, and I can move around text. And kind of see the way I want it. If I think that this is a possible option, I might duplicate it, and then I can just say try a different image, and then if it's cropped the image, you can just double click it and then move it the way you want it. You can expand it, but it will fit the full space, so it won't leave any space if you're using a grid. I think I'm just going to try a lowercase t and see how that looks. So to bring a layer up or down, whether it becomes in front or below, you use this command, this bracket. It's not the actual bracket, it's kind of like the square bracket. So there's you can go up or down using that, using those shortcuts there. So I want to use a lower layer here and change it to a T. And now I also want to add some text to the bottom, just explaining very quickly what my shops is about. Okay, I quite like that. I might change this one to that as well. Okay, I think these two are my favorites. this one here. So I want my brand to be kind of fun but also professional. So I really like the colourful thing as well as, you know, the desk photo because people work at desks. I've got a few different options here. I like the plants just because I like plants, but it has nothing to do with what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to go here with this gold one. So I am going to download this and I'm going to just choose a JPEG. And it says the size here, which is 3,360 pixels by 840 pixels. And I just want page 4. So I'm just going to unclick them all and just download page 4. So I'm going to go done, download, and that's going to download. Now the next thing we want to do is to create our shop logo / icon. So we're going to go to home and we're going to create a design and we want to create a, so if we search Etsy again, it will show the shop icon and it says 500 pixels by 500 pixels. Now that's the recommended size by Etsy, so we're just going to click on that. So I am going to copy and paste my logo or my text from my thing onto this one. So I'm just going to go here, Command C, go back here and Command V. I just want that kind of there. Now, if you looked at a few of the shops from before, there are a few cool things that I liked. So here in the shop here, it shows you, if you have a white background, it drops off. So this logo here looks circle, even though it's uploaded as a square. Also, this one here, it's just text. And so because the background's white, it just looks like text. So I am going to create something, have a little bit of a play and see what I like. So to select multiple items, you can just hold down the Shift key and then, so if I push the K and then I push Shift, and I can also select the T. So I'm just going to stretch that out and see what that looks like. Not sure I'll go with that, but it's an option. Let's just search blob. See what that looks like with a blob behind it. There. Right. Change the color to, oh, you can't change. So some of the elements you can change the color to, and others you can't. So this one you can't, so I probably won't use this one. And also on the illustrations, it will tell you if it's a pro illustration or a free one. So there are free ones, it just sometimes takes a little bit longer to find, or you can put your filter on and select free. So that's pretty handy if you're using the free account. So we're just going to look through the free ones and see if there's anything there. And this one is good because you can change the color of it. So I can choose a branding color. Maybe that one. So I have a few options now. I might just go with the plain, the same logo as the other one, or I kind of like this one here. But I can see how I feel about them when I actually upload them to my shop and see how they look. So I have a few options now anyway, and I can just download these all by download as a JPEG, and I'm going to download all of them because then I'm just going to see which one I like the look of when I actually create my shop. So they download as a zip file, so you just need to unzip it when you get it. So here it's a zip. And double click it. Now I have the different option shop icons that I wanted. Now if you're stuck for ideas on what to do, you can also just use a template. So if you just click on templates, and it will come up with a bunch of templates which it recommends. If you want to search something like Etsy, you can see what shows up for the square format, and there's a bunch of cute options in there that you can use, and just change it to your own shop name. Also, you could just use a photo of something you sell. So if you sell candles, you could use a photo of a candle, or if you sell something else, you can just use a photo of that. But there are lots of options. Alright, so if you found this video useful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos on Etsy, and I'll be trying out a bunch of other side hustles to see how to make a passive income online. Now, if you want to know how my template shop turns out, I will add a video to my right where you can check it out. Otherwise, thanks for watching.